This is Ryan Elliott for Boxing Social in association with Betfred. We're in Newcastle. We've just witnessed Ritson Ponce. Lewis Ritson stopped in the 10th round there. With me, Dave Coldwell. Dave, only one place to start the ending. How strange. What the hell happened?
Do you know what? I was pretty much gobsmacked, to be honest. I understand that the rule is you stand on the ring apron and you wave with the towel in your hand. I understand that. But you've got to understand that if you think that your man's about to get hurt, you're going to throw that towel in to make sure that the ref sees it. The ref sees it, he throws it back out. I understand that the referee is discretion to accept that or not. But in a fight where you've lost basically every round, I mean, I gave Ritson a round, I think. It wasn't in the fight. It's not like it was a fight where every time Ritson hit Ponce, it was registering, it was hurting him, so you could think that, he could turn it around. It never looked like he was going to turn it around. So the towel gets thrown in. The thing for me is he throws it out one thing, but usually you then wait a couple of seconds and he stops it himself and says, the fight's over. But he doesn't. He watches the man get dropped. He counts. And I'm thinking, all right, he's going to count to 8 and then just wave it off. But he doesn't. He counts. Obviously, Ritson, the man that he is, the warrior that he is, gets up. And then he lets it carry on. I found that shocking. And then, obviously, it goes again and it's done. It's a very, very hard job. Being a referee, it's a hard job because trying to time it right, you stop it too early, you stop it too late. They get a rough time a lot of the time. It's trying to please corners, trying to please fans. It's a very difficult job. I accept that, I understand. But on this occasion, he got all the help in the world from Ritson's corner that actually said, we want our man pulling out. Not just his corner. A corner knows a fighter. His dad. So he knows him better than anybody on the planet, basically. And for him to let that carry on, and the bit for me is that he gets dropped after the towel's been thrown back out, and he lets it carry on after being dropped. Come on, that corner's just been proven right. They were saying, stop the fight, my man's about to get hurt. He does get hurt because he gets put down, so that clearly says that corner's right. So you can't say, rash decision or anything like that. That's the point then. All right, stop the fight. But he doesn't. I think he made a bad error of judgment, bad call. I think he's out of order for that because the referee is there to protect the fighter, which is why sometimes when refs stop the fight earlier, they always say, better to be stopped too soon than it is to be stopped too late. And I just think he got it wrong. Listen, everybody makes mistakes, but that was a bad one. And the problem is that what we keep getting is that, judges, refs, they make mistakes. They're human. They make mistakes, but nothing gets done about it. Nothing gets done about it. And Steve's one of our best referees. He made a mistake tonight for me, and like I said, it was I've heard people say that apparently it's because they were body shots. But the problem that I've got with that is that when you get hurt to the body, where do your arms go? They're protecting your body, so it leaves what exposed, And if he was to have got cleaned out with a big shot or anything like that, or heaven forbid anything worse, after having a towel thrown back out, watching him get dropped and making him carry on, I think that's leaving yourself open to get criticised. So I know they don't, the board don't like us criticising, the refs and judges and things like that don't like criticising. Nobody likes getting criticism. But if you're going to do something like that, you have to expect that you're going to get a lot of shit. And that's what's going to happen.
Dave, this is the thing that everyone's going to be talking about naturally, given how bizarre it was. But how impressed were you with Jeremias Ponce prior to all that chaos we saw?
Yeah, very good fighter. Before the fight, I thought this was going to be a tough fight. After the first round, I thought he's going to get stopped late. I said to Dave Allen and his mate, he'll get stopped late. And you could just see that these Argentinians, Mexicans, these sort of people, they're built differently. And if you're going to stand there and have it out with them, it's a tough night. And the thing is, this guy came over and he was expecting to knock him out. He believed he was going to knock him out. Believed it was going to knock Ritson out. After that first round, when you give them just that confirmation of their belief, it takes them to a whole new level, and it makes your night so difficult. And I just think that Ritson, you know, it was outclassed. It was outclassed, and it was a very tough night. And he showed his usual heart, you know, warrior spirit. He gave it everything and more. He gave more than what he should have gave, but he came up short, you know, against a very good fighter.
Dave, just a couple more because I appreciate it's getting very late. Undercard performers, we had Alen Babic, Pattinson looked great on his debut as well. Who were the standout performers for you? Who do you enjoy tonight?
All the above, really. Pattinson, I think he's a quality kid. I once saw him. I didn't realise with the name until I saw the matchroom poster of him turning professional. I once saw him sparring at GB. I think when I'd taken Fowler or somebody like that. And he impressed me when I watched him sparring. And he was a nice kid as well. So yeah, I enjoyed watching him. I thought he looked very good. Babic is just fun, isn't he? I mean, he's just entertainment, you know. And I thought Damien Chambers gave it a good go after a horrible start. But yeah, Babic is relentless, and I don't know how far he can go. I'm not really interested in that. He's not one of my fighters. I don't know him, so I'm just going to enjoy the ride for however long that ride lasts for.
Oh, Dave, I imagine your guys up in the gym have got some exciting news. No one really wants to talk about fight news at the minute because we've got all these big announcements on Monday. But tonight was the end of the Matchroom Sky partnership. They've had some great nights over the years. Decided to go their separate ways. We've now got this DAZN deal. Sky have decided to pick up some other boxing though. We've got a Top Rank deal. We've got other UK shows. This can all only be good for boxing fans, surely.
It's great for boxing fans because I put a tweet out yesterday, I think it was. I can't remember as many options that we've got. Don't get me wrong, it's expensive. If you want them all, it's expensive. It's a nightmare because you're having to pay, obviously, for everything. But people seem to have this, they think that they're paying the subscription to Sky or BT just for boxing. You're not. You've got the football, you've got the full package. So, you know, it's not it's part of a bigger network. But then, you know, you've got Fight Zone come along, you've got Fight TV, you've got also, and then obviously a DAZN. So the options that we've got and the choices that we've got, the choices we have to make, whether we want to watch a fight, a string of fights or whatever, we make them choices. And if you want to watch them all, and if you can afford it, then it's brilliant because, you know, we've got so many platforms. What it does make is it makes the opportunities and options for fighters better. Because when there's only one platform or two platforms, if you're not in that kind of bracket, it's a tough gig. It really is. But now we've got more options. You know, obviously you've got matchroom fighters with the DAZN. Yeah, I've got 3 fighters there. You know, Hopi Price, Jordan Gill, and Lerone Richards. We're matchroom and DAZN fighters now. They've been built up fantastically on Sky. I've seen for 30 years what Sky do with fighters. You know, and so. There's the other fighters that are coming through. I've got fighters in my stable that will be, you know, boxing on Sky hopefully and you know, being turned into household names by Sky, same as the others, you know. And then you've got your other fighters that perhaps aren't ready for your DAZN, your Skies, your BTs with those 3 major players. Then you look at what Fight Zone are doing for small boxing and the coverage that they're giving. You know, so it's exciting. It's an exciting time. So I just think it's good for fighters. Ultimately, it's good for fighters. It might not be great for us as fans because, you know, I'm a fan. I have to pay for my subscriptions, and if I want to watch fights, you know, it's not great, but it's an option and it gives us an opportunity. It's like, you know, a great film comes out but you've got 4 kids. And you've got to go and see it at the cinema. It costs you a lot of money, but you choose if you want to go and watch it. You know, it's kind, you know, it's different, but you've got an option. You've got a choice. Nobody's holding a gun to your head, you know, but we have a great choice of all these platforms.
Now, Dave, you've got a long, late journey ahead of you. You're going to be down on Monday, and Rob's going to be there as well, so I'll leave you guys to talk more about what's coming up. I'm sure there's lots of exciting plans, but thank you as always for making time for Boxing Social. Have a pleasant drive home.
Cheers, mate. Good to speak to you.